Hello, everybody. This is our second meeting. This is meeting 2 with Carlos from Burning Games. I've already done the thumbnail sketches and stuff, and I also want to just apologize if you see me sneezing or rubbing my eyes a lot. It's because like the wind is blowing. Whenever the wind is blowing, all that pollen and stuff is getting in my nose, and I just keep sneezing. I have some really bad allergies, and so, anyways, so I just want to apologize for that before you start witnessing what may be a hurricane of sneezes. But I'm going to try to control it. I don't think this meeting will be too long either. So yeah, and I have my notepad right here ready to go to write some notes and just pay attention. So take it away, Carlos. Go for it. What are your thoughts, and what should we do next?
Okay, so we received all the sketches you made. You make basically 3 for each of the characters,
Yes, sir.
and they're pretty cool.
Great.
I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that you decided to go with color sketches.
Yeah, I thought that.
Usually black and white.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that it was an important feat. Like I even talk about it in the tutorial. I thought it was a very important thing to do because it's a sports game, and so seeing the colors kind of can help, like, hopefully inspire you guys to think like what they could be in terms of sponsorships and stuff. I
Yeah, yeah.
wanted to make sure that there was a lot of variety too, so that way, even if, let's say, you guys like the color of one character from a different character sheet, that you say we like this guy's character or colors, can you put it on this character, and we would like to see that. Like, I wanted to give you guys as many options as possible, so I'm glad that you guys recognize that. I'm glad.
Yeah, so I think it's very, very good to have colored sketches because it gives you such a much better idea, I guess, of
Yeah, I feel the
what it's
same.
going to look like. So for the first one, which who is Grizzly, well, I actually love the 3 of them.
Okay, cool.
So it was hard to choose. So actually, we put it into a vote within
Okay.
Burning Games.
Okay.
We have decided to go with A.
Okay, A for Grizzly. All right.
A for Grizzly, right? Color-wise, we like what is there.
Okay.
We were thinking maybe I will leave it up to you what you think is best, but maybe he will feel more dynamic if he has one of the 2 legs like stretched.
Got
So he
it.
feels more like going somewhere. Now maybe he feels a little bit like cramped together.
Got it. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me
So
write that down. So he feels a little cramped. I agree. I think he should go somewhere.
yeah, because both of the legs have like similar position. So
Okay,
yeah,
no big deal. Yeah, totally
yeah.
can do that.
I actually really like the 3 of them. So it was a hard one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's a thought too, not to make it easier work for me. If there's, like, for instance, a character design later that you think, C, for instance, is a cool design for a different character, but maybe we can change
Yeah.
it up so that way there is a slight difference. We can always do that too. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Because I did 15 unique designs that are based off of the concepts, right? And so
Yeah.
I was trying to, like I said, variety was the key. So that way, because I know how to do a lot, so maybe there could be inspiration from some of these other drawings that could be attached to different character roles. And I just make changes. So that way they're not entirely based from the same ideology, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind. I think that was my strategy. And if that's something you don't care about, you're like, nah, it's fine. We want you to keep making new designs. Then that's cool too. I liked what I was doing. It's fun.
We'll keep that in mind because
Okay.
yeah, I really like the 3 of them. So yeah, basically that's all my feedback for that one. I think
Okay, cool.
everything is great. You just
Awesome.
can go for it. Then we move to Phaser.
Phaser.
So Phaser, they are all cool, but for me the choice was clear. A is my favorite. And I'm not sure what is happening with C.
See, it's like, so like the contortionist, just as you can see, like ABC, they just got way more contortionistic. So
Yeah.
A, like his legs are just, or his back is mostly straight. B, his back is like really arched, and then C is like his legs going over his body. You see that? I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
far-fetched, but I wasn't sure. I was like, it said contortionist, and that's
I'm sure you had fun with it.
yeah. I was like, this is what I think a contortionist would be, but I wanted to show varying contortioning, just because I think, I think that's important. All right, so A, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with A.
So yeah, one thing you can see that I can see that the ball is a little bit small for
Uh huh.
how actually Corvo
Oh, is
ball
it bigger?
is.
Okay, I had no idea, so I just
Uh,
kind of was.
yeah, have you seen the illustration we have in which they have
Oh, that's
this
right.
guy chasing? You can more or less see their kind of the proportions, the because that character is also a Corvo.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, got
So
it.
yeah, no. And you got that the Corvo have 3 fingers in each hand, so that's cool.
Cool.
And nothing to say really. I really
Okay,
like
cool.
it. I think you will probably make it, but just to point it out, Corvo guys really like neon lights and stuff like that. So maybe you could have all of those like highlights, like I don't know, like LEDs and things on the suit.
Lights. Okay.
Yeah, something that really catches attention. That's how they roll.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Then tempo.
Hmm.
So tempo for me it is B.
Okay,
Like the pose is very strong and he just feels like a very powerful character.
okay,
Yeah. But I'm not sure about the color combination. I'm
okay.
not really feeling the brown desert kind of saddle color
Sure.
with blue. I will leave it up to you what else to do, but yeah, I'm not really
Okay.
feeling that precise combination.
So this is what I can do, and let me know if this is cool. I'll just do different color variations and shoot it over to you, and then you can go from there. That's actually really easy. It shouldn't take too long. It'll be really rough, but it'll be something that you can like choose, you know. And
Uh-huh.
then we can go with that. Does that make it easier?
Sure, yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's really easy. That won't take me long at all.
And used to point out a couple things from the other two sketches.
Okay,
So A is very nice, but I feel he's a little bit retro.
got it. Okay.
And C, I don't know if that was what you were trying to go for, but it has like a Dune kind of feeling to me. Like
Okay.
Fremen, is that how they call the guys in Dune?
I don't know. I don't know much about
Yeah.
Dune.
Okay, but yeah,
I
humans are
know of it
basically
though.
like. Okay, so I actually like it. It feels. It doesn't actually feel like an actual space suit, but it
Yeah.
does feel like a survival suit that you would wear in an alien planet, right?
Yeah. So here's my thinking with these designs in general. I was thinking
Hmm.
for the other alien species that they are alien species that have been traveling or in space much longer, and I'm thinking humans could be a species that's just learning how to do it. And so a
Yeah.
lot of my tactics for their designs was that, a little bit more like they are spacesuits, like for real. You know what I mean? Like they're still trying to figure out how to be more efficient, with their tech,
Well, yeah.
right?
Actually, what happens with humans in Faith is they don't have their own proper civilization. They are
Oh, okay.
basically subjugated to the Corvo.
Okay.
So they don't develop their own spacesuits. They
Okay.
basically they have
They just.
Corvos who develop them
Oh,
for
okay.
them,
That's good. That's good
or
to know.
or they learn how to do it themselves. So they are a little bit like the underdog.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Cool.
So it could feel a little bit like Corvo suits that have been scrapped and resized
Got it.
and make it more human, and maybe even some of the human players are like so good and so important that they have their own personal made suits. So maybe
Sure.
the Corvo, the guy who runs his PR, kind of makes it look more human.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's a cool spin on it too. Okay, I like that.
So yeah, one thing that is very important about Corvo is actually a sports that is meant to be watched by millions and millions of people. So PR is very important for them. So there is even one human character who is called King James. He's
Uh-huh.
not actually a king in Earth or anything like that, but it just plays with the imagination of the aliens, how they
Uh-huh.
see humans. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. You should
Then
you should use the term billions of people. Millions doesn't push the scale of this, or even trillions of people, right?
trillion of
Yeah,
people.
there's trillions of audience members. Trillions. That's a lot of audience. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So next one. So Sparks.
Okay.
This one. Okay, so this one is the most tricky one because we
Okay.
didn't really understand what is going on with the suit.
Okay. I could try to explain it to you if that helps. So, like, the idea of her was she was very fragile, super fast and fragile. So I was
Uh-huh.
thinking that the concept is really just very simple. It's basically that her suit isn't really a suit; it's like a force field, right? Like she's really just wearing like a bunch of like wires that are basically maintaining some sort of like shield, but it's very translucent, right? Now, in terms of
Okay.
the model toy, the way that I would like figure it out was just use like the basically like the little wires and stuff or frames right around her,
Mhm.
and maybe have to thicken them up for the miniature, but and maybe even put like like a little bit of like the lens or something in front of her, like on C, for instance. Like there might be like a physical thing that's in front of her that can be seen, but basically, like the whole idea of fragile, I thought, what's more fragile than like actually not wearing a suit at all, right? But maybe some sort of device that's keeping her safe from deep space and from like small meteorites and stuff. But anything other than that, she's like literally, for all extensive purposes, covered in glass, right? And so, but it's
Uh-huh.
like flexible glass, so she can move, and she's like agile, right? But it's not glass, right? It's like space glass.
Yeah.
Um, but that's pretty much where I was going with it.
I'm not actually sure how it works. I'm not sure if having a suit actually would mean you move way slower in space, but I see where you're going.
Okay, cool.
Uh, so, 2 pointers here. So, I think the way it looks a little bit more fantasy-like than
Okay,
science fiction. It looks a little bit like maybe some kind of magical thing going on,
okay,
and with these things coming out, it feels kind of you
yeah,
know
I can see that.
fantasy. Everything seems to have
Yeah,
pointy things going on. So
yeah,
for me,
you're
it's
right.
a little bit more fantasy than actually sci-fi.
Yeah, I think you're right. Especially like see the more I look at it, definitely looks like a druid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
So
Yeah.
what I think I should do, like I think the feedback is very clear. Actually, I think I should just redo this because I'd rather you guys just see another batch of characters before, you know, um, because I think there might be things you might like in this, but I'd rather just I think it might just be better just to do it all over again.
Okay.
So that way you guys can have a little bit more objective opinion on it, right?
Uh-huh.
Like more options to look at will allow you guys to be like, oh, maybe there was something with the previous ones, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if I just kind of go back and try to just make a super fragile armor, maybe that'd be better. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
So yeah, I'm not sure because I mean I have to think about it. The idea of the field thing, it sounds
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
I'm not sure how easy it is to translate to the miniature,
uh-huh.
even if you were using the wires, and how we would make it less fantasy.
How about like a roll cage, like to like a car? You know what I'm talking about? And then so then because fantasy characters don't have roll cages, right? So like a roll cage is like, have you seen like a go kart or something like that? Or basically a roll cage is without the windows, without the frame of the car, without the metal. It's basically just what is keeping people alive in the car, and all the other stuff is really just to make the car have form. Does it make sense? Here, let me see if
Uh-huh.
I can find you a good example. Um, Here you go. So, do you see? Oh, I have to actually send this link to you. Go
Okay, I
to
see
me.
your screen.
Yeah, here I'll send this link to you, and then I'll pull up on my screen so we both can look at it together. Or actually, you can pull up in yours.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
something like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like all around the body.
Yeah, and then I'll just make it like not so spidery, so that way you can actually be made, right?
So it's a little bit like have you seen Elysium?
Yes, like
Kind
exoskeleton,
of the
right?
exoskeleton kind of thing.
Yeah, but the idea of a roll cage is different from an exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is like it's so that they can like move around, right? This is actually so it's like pretty static. It's so that like the roll cage is designed to take impacts, like heavy amounts
Hmm.
of impacts, right? So like when a car rolls, it doesn't cave in on itself and crush the people inside. You know what I mean? The energy
Yeah,
is
but I think
dispersed evenly throughout the form of the
yeah,
cage.
but that's probably a little bit contradictory with her being fragile, right?
Well,
If
like
she
the
has like a suit made for resisting impacts, but she's fragile.
but there's like holes, opposed to like if you look at Grizzly, right? Grizzly doesn't have a roll cage; he has a tank armor. Like you wouldn't go to battle in a vehicle that is just a roll cage. You get it? Like it's the roll cage is so that they can tumble without crushing the person
Uh-huh.
inside. It's not preventing things to hit the person inside. Like so, if I were to roll over like maybe I can roll down a canyon, but if I roll in a canyon full of cactuses and bushes and spiky leaves, I'm gonna get destroyed because of all the plants and stuff are gonna go into the cage, right? Because it's not preventing that; it's preventing from the infrastructure from being crushed.
Okay.
But the I think my argument though would be is aesthetically it looks more fragile than let's say tank armor, you know, because like even in the functional like aspect, you know, tank would not like there's no reason for a tank or aircraft carrier or a jet or even to go with a more roll cage look because it just isn't it really isn't tanky. There's only one purpose for a roll cage, which is the ability to prevent the collapse of the actual form, right? And so,
What about something a bit in between? Because I'm not sure
okay,
if the physics of the field is something that fits in the universe of Faith, because we haven't
okay,
done that.
all right.
So what if something
So that's a
like
fair argument right there. Yeah, sure. Let's try to avoid that then.
what else she's doing? She's wearing something that's more plastic than metal, even transparent kind of plastic.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Something
cool with
that
that.
is, yeah. You can kind of get a little bit between the two worlds.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing down. Okay, so basically, I agree. I think also this the roll cage idea might be just too fragile for the miniature. So even if it was something that you guys might be cool with, I think in the long run it might be a bad idea. So I'm just gonna try to come up with a different alternative. I'll figure it out. Cool.
Uh, One thing that is also important, and maybe I should have mentioned,
Okay, go for it.
corvos, the female and the male corvos are basically very similar.
Uh huh.
So they don't have these female kind of shapes, and they don't have.
Oh, I see. So they're literally like almost asexual. They look the same.
Basically, they have wider hips because they put eggs, and because they put eggs, they are not mammals.
Ah, okay.
So
Yes, that's important.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that changes everything. Okay, cool. That's important to know.
Yeah, so that kind of changes, yeah, how they feel and
Yeah.
look.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have seen it, but they have like kind of like a double chin.
A double
They don't
chin.
actually have one chin; they actually have like two.
Okay, I'll double check. I'll look at it a little bit more thoroughly.
I can show you. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Yeah, that guy who has like two chins.
Oh, yeah, I see now.
Yeah. Uh, in here you can see it properly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for some of the suits, they just put it them together, you know. But if you're going for anything a bit transparent, that's kind of a key feature of them. Something that
Okay,
you see their faces and you know they're Corvo because they have double chins.
got it. I will definitely
Okay.
redo this character. Seems like I missed the mark a bit. I got it.
Now, I think it's my bad because I didn't properly tell you how
Well, that's why.
female Corvos, males are not.
Well, that's why you got to see them, right? So we can stop. And that's why you do sketches, so we can prevent me going in the wrong direction for too long, right?
Well, this one I really
Uh-huh.
like all of them.
Okay.
I think you really capture the Ithcal look.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go with A
All right.
because
Cool.
she feels the more aggressive, kind of ambush-like character of the three.
Sure.
But yeah, the three of them are very, very nice.
All right. Cool. A.
Yeah. A, yeah. Another thing about the Ithcal is they actually they have a tail.
Oh shoot. Okay. Tail. I missed that
Yeah.
completely. It's not a big deal. Could throw in a tail in there.
So actually, I think this illustration is the one where you see it the best.
Got it.
Yeah. Uh, for some suits, you can like put it against the back or something. It doesn't. You don't need to
Nah,
have
you
like,
need a tail in there in
going
the
out.
silhouette. Nah, you should definitely have it. That's a pretty significant feature. I just didn't look at that. I didn't see that for whatever reason, but it's fine. I could totally do it. It's not
Okay.
gonna. It's not very hard,
Very good.
and it's obvious
Uh,
to be in there, so I need to just do it.
Apart from that, yeah, I really like it. I really like
Okay,
the three of
cool.
them. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. So I think this is a really good start. I think what I'm going to do then, from what I have here, is the first thing that I'm going to do is send you the Zempo and Sparks, probably sometime either today or tomorrow, because that I think I can do very quickly. Okay, and then
Yep.
get a choice or get a decision going with those guys right away. Okay, so that way either this weekend or this Friday I can start working on the finalization of them, and then submit something Tuesday again. You know, and then that way we could try to get all 5 of them done by sometime Tuesday, or at least like a rendering of them. You know, and so that's my plan. So I'm expecting to send you guys something tomorrow, today or tomorrow. Today, if everything works out well for me, in terms of like my timeline, and then if not tomorrow, the same time around this time, you should be able to see those. So you can just kind of be, hey, we like this or that. We don't have to have a meeting. You can just tell me which ones you like. All right. I'd rather have the meetings for more larger, like we're looking at a lot of artwork, not just a few. Right. You can just send me an email with anything that might be, or if you want to
Okay.
just talk briefly, you know, we can always do that.
Yeah, if you want me to, I can prepare a brief for the next 5, so we can open these ones, talk about them, and then I give you the brief for the next 5. Do you
Oh
want to do
no
it?
no no. Let's stay. Let's like for me, it's gonna be best if we just focus for now on these characters. Next week maybe be better for that, right? Like so, like if we meet again, that meeting hopefully will be a meeting where you will approve a lot of these designs. You know.
Oh yeah, I
And
meant
then-
for next.
Oh okay yeah. All right, cool.
Sorry.
Yeah I agree. I think that might be better because hopefully I'll knock them out of the park, and then we can move on to the next characters. Yeah, but for me, my allergies are starting to kick in. I was doing all right till just now. Yeah, Sparks, definitely got to redo that. I'm gonna try to do another 3, and then Zempo should be really quick too. I should be able to just change the colors on that really fast. Yeah, so then I can get you that either today or tomorrow, and then we'll have another meeting. I would like to submit these again to you on Tuesday of next week, again. Okay, so that way you can have a bunch of stuff to look at on Tuesday. Yeah, sounds cool.
Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, we should do like 10, right? Total. Like, let's say you give me another set of 5 next week, and I think maybe a good strategy once we do those, like once we're 2 weeks in and I've got a lot of artwork for you guys, what we should do is then start trying to make the miniatures, you know, or at least the models on the miniatures, so that way you guys can start seeing how that can work on your end and give me advice on what needs to be done, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so that way we can start getting that in the works, and so we can get that in motion. Yeah, because I want to get that going right away too.
Are you going to be using 3D code?
I am. I'm going to be using 3D code.
3D code, cool.
Yeah, because 3D code is epic, and it's going to be really easy for me to do it with 3D code. But I think you just need like a file type. I don't think it matters what software I use.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just for me to see.
Oh, you just want to know? Okay, just for your own information. Yeah, 3D code. Yeah, I think for me, it's going to be really cool to see this process. I really am excited for myself to see how it's going to work out. So I'm going to get back into 3D code right now too. I'm going to start messing with it again, just get familiar with it again, and yeah, it should be fun. But all right. Is there anything else? Are you good to go? Does it sound good? Like a good battle plan?
It sounds very good.
Okay, cool, man. Well, thanks again to Carlos. And Carlos, he always offers that you guys can always email him and ask questions about this whole process and his thoughts and stuff. So, what was your email again? You can just say it if you'd like. What is your
my email?
Yeah, just for anyone.
Write it down again?
Yes. I think I'm going to find a better way. You know, I could probably just do it right now, actually. Let me just do this right now. Add a text. Oh, look, there's giant text on the screen now. Don't worry, guys. Give me a second.
Screen. I think they can see it there.
Huh? Oh, no. Don't worry about that. I have, yeah, see, there it is. I should put my email in there, too. But it's fine. I kind of do. Okay. For whatever reason, I can't move it. It's fine. It's up in the top right. You can't see nothing, but that's fine. No one needs to know what you can or cannot see. Oh man, everything just got screwed up. There you go. All right. So now, if you guys look above Carlos and then above my tag, yeah, above that, and then above that, there should be the info at burning-games.com. You guys can email him and write him questions, whatever you would like. And then, yeah, thanks again, Carlos. It was a good meeting again. All right.
Thanks. You seem to be suffering a lot.
Dude, I'm gonna go wash my face right now after this meeting. Just gonna. I wasn't like this morning for like 20 minutes. I was just in front of the sink, just. Maybe not 20 minutes, but like off and on. Like I was going back into the bathroom like every like 2 or 3 minutes. I just need to do it now again. I'm allergic to grass, and unfortunately, grass is everywhere. so when the wind blows, like it's just like all that stuff is in my face. I remember I was hanging out with my kids for like we went to a park, like this park that was just nothing but grass everywhere, and we were there for like 10 minutes, and we were. I think my kids are also like allergic because everybody was just like sneezing and like. So, anyways, all right. See you guys later. Thanks again, Carlos. Talk to you later.
Thanks. Take care.